Hello and welcome to BonBonB's What Map for City Skylines. There are well over 20,000 maps on the workshop now, and so choosing the right one for your new city is a huge task. So every Wednesday and Saturday we'll review a few and hopefully find you the right one for your next build. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Wednesday's What Map. Now don't forget to click like and subscribe if you find any of these maps of any use whatsoever. First up is New Chicago by Froudini, and there's no escaping, see what I did there, the coastline is based upon that of Chicago, but they've also given us an extra lake to work with, because one lake, the big lake on the right, is not enough, in the left hand side of the map. Now the resources are very defined. Very defined. There is no fertile land anywhere other than those little zones, but you know, everybody plays the game differently, not all like me. Now this is beautiful. Now I am not from America, as you can probably tell by my sexy English accent, but this looks like it could be somewhere, anywhere in the world. I don't know. I really don't know. This is good. This is nice. I've lined the highway with trees on all sides. This is an interesting triangle. Nothing against this at all. It's interesting. I can't say much more than that. Although the train's going to really struggle up that slope. Yeah, trains are long, and each carriage is long, and you'll just get, wedged. I would suggest wedged on the slope. Anyway, if we take this road up, it will take us out to the fog. Instead, we'll go this way and head off to, oh, here we go, Cloverleaf Junction with raised highway. That's different. And he's given us a few readied intersections for us to stick our own roads onto, and I like that. It's not assuming that we're going to want to do anything, it's good. Look here. Would you like to build here? Yes, here's an intersection. I like it. It's very good. And another one, just by the bridge. That waterfall's interesting. We'll get to that at the end. And, we'll come to that Wishbone Junction. Now we've seen the fog, right? And the Wishbone Junction. This is less good, though. Here we go. And, where's that gonna go? Thanks, Froudini. I think we'll, have a look at your lake. This is the lake at the top of the hill, because one lake isn't enough for Chicago, and it's fed by this interesting river that gets to the top, and this is the feed at the very, very top. Goes both ways, down to the lake, down that way, and then down this waterfall this way. I really don't understand that. I mean, brilliant map in all respects, I think. The waterways are really good. Low banks, a little bit of mud would be nice, but I'm being grumbly. It's very good. But that waterway at the end doesn't make any sense. Anyway, where do you want to put your docks? Well, there are a couple of nice square cutout areas. Up this end, yeah, that's where you can stick your docks. And you can come in the river a little bit. And we've even got the possibility to stick your docks in that lake at the top. So anyway, New Chicago by Froudini. Do I like it? Actually, I like it all. Forgetting about that dead end highway, which is pointless. I like it. Apart from the water source at the top of the hill, we could have actually gone without that second lake. That said, other than that, really nice map. New Chicago, Froudini. Next up, Darwin, Northern Territory, Australia. Here's one with the dreaded custom map theme error. And trust me, I have got everything set up. Was requested in the workshop. So anyway, this is the map. Now, Darwin, Northern Territory, we're talking about top end of Australia. And we're thinking, obviously, it's going to be some sort of desert type scene. And it will be. Anyway, we've got a big natural cove there with jaggedy edges. But we can see we're going to be able to work with. Not too sure about the resources, but hey, you know, looks like finger painting. Oh yeah, finger paint. Anybody remember finger painting? I don't. I'm too old. Ha. Anyway, this is... Well, I look at this and I maybe just be the yellows and the greens, but it really does make me think of Australia. I have no idea if this actually matches the landscape of Darwin, but I believe it. That's the difference. Now, the road will have to be relayed. This is lazy. I'm sorry, Valkiriyn. Just nice texturing, nice looking. Look, here we go. Them the good old boys, never meaning no harm. Dukes of Hazzard. Just in case you couldn't work out what I was singing there. Well, when I say singing, of course. This is why I don't have a singing channel. Anyway, one freeway, straight in, dead end. And that... Oh, here's the property that the first discoverers of Australia lived in. Cook and his boys, they unloaded it there and had a Red Bull. This program isn't sponsored by Red Bull, by the way. A little bit of land texturing. Anyway, yes, I like this, you know. I mean, I won't be using it personally because I've got 1001 other maps to be building. But I believe this. Now, what else have we got? This is probably where you're going to put your dock, I would suggest. This is the end of the railroad. Interesting little road popped in for us. Not sure why. And an interesting inlet. Once again, I kind of believe that, even though I'd normally moan about that in somebody else's map. Here we go. Second World War. Stop those Japanese from attacking. Stick some turrets up there. I actually believe this as well. And that is unusual, because normally those gun placements are just like almost an afterthought, I think, with some map developers. Right, we'll finish with a little skim along the coast just to see what it looks like from the water. And do you know what? I really do like this map. And on another day, because I can't find anything wrong with, other than moaning about the road, can't find anything wrong with it. Darwin, Northern Territory, Australia, by Valkiriyn. And we'll finish with London Metro, Barking and Dagenham, that's Dagenham, by MrMiyagi and Danny Bush 48. With the River Thames running through it. Now, this map is actually technically upside down if you want south at the bottom. I don't know why I didn't put that right. But hey, your resources. Well, actually there's oil and a little bit of ore in Essex. Who knew? I didn't. But yes, now, I'm not I'm not too close to London, but I am. I could get there if I really wanted to. But this does feel like an English landscape to me. Now, where I am, it's a little bit hillier. But if I were to go 8 miles in, thereabouts, it levels out to this kind of landscape, and it's quite nice. Let's have a little flit about, shall we, down the roads. And once again, the roads, I'm guessing these are actually based on the actual roads, because I feel these. Now, the main problem with the map, if I can call it a problem, is the height of the roads over the railway. No train's going to make it under that. Now, I'm being very harsh here, because actually this is all I can find that's wrong, really. I can have a grumble. See these roundabouts? I've never seen anything like it, but it does feel British. It does feel English. We could say British. It could be in Ireland. It could be in Scotland. It could even be in Wales. And here we are. This is an interesting looking roundabout. And this is your starting square. I like that a lot as well. And that's probably where you'd have your main rail hub, I think. Anyway, yes. Now, the thing is, with that double roundabout with the monoliths, let's head inland, shall we? With the monoliths, you probably only see one of those. And once again, this bridge over the rail is just a little too low. Just a tad. 2-minute job to sort that, but here we are. There's another roundabout with monoliths, and although it's a different design, I don't think you'd find 2 of them. I'm being really harshly critical here, because honestly, first of all, there's not really much to say. It's a pretty flat landscape. I'm just following highways just to get a feel for the lay of the land, and that's it. But honestly, there's really not much to criticise here. Let's have a look at the rail, shall we? Once again, the rail lines are pretty damn straight, which is pretty accurate. That line there just joins up to the line. There's 2 lines, by the way. It cuts through the forests, straight lines, but with natural bends, almost under the bridges, and off into the Froudini. And then we'll head to the second line here. We won't even bother following the line because it's just the same. Now this is the Thames, or a fair representation of it. And it feels the right width. So this is very clearly being mapped properly. For this part of London, I would say that this is actually the right width of river. So well done. And obviously shipping, well, there is some shipping coming in on the river. I don't know if there's much at this end of London, but do you know what? Very good. So anyway, London Metro, Barking and Dagenham by MrMiyagi and DaddyBush48 is definitely my map of the day and gets my seal of approval. Right, so that's it for today, but you've got to hit that subscribe button and join me on Saturday, because we will be looking at the famous Rhinestone Island by Flux. So join me on Saturday for a look at that and a couple of extra maps. Have a great week, and I will catch you very, very soon.